The Kansas City Chiefs start the first two games of the 2024 regular season with potentially huge playoff implications straight out of the gates. Meanwhile, general manager Brett Veach is running out of options at the wide receiver position as a familiar face just signed with a major AFC rival today. I'm Daniel Booth here with your Chiefs news of the day. If you are new to this channel, we discuss the very latest Chiefs news each and every single day. And if you are like me, you love talking Chiefs with your buddies, well, consider yourself home. Like and subscribe and join in the conversation in the comment section below. So obviously the big news coming out of today is the fact that the Kansas City Chiefs will face the Cincinnati Bengals in week 2, just after they are facing the Baltimore Ravens in week 1. Now, good news, even though it really does feel like the NFL is kind of screwing us over a little bit or really making our quest for a three-peat that much more difficult. Good news, both games are at Arrowhead, but talk about starting the season off with a bang, as these two games could have major implications come playoff time if tiebreakers come into play and home field advantage is up for grabs. So forget about a nice slow start to the season. This is going to be a huge test as the Chiefs want to be the first team to win 3 in a row. And that'll be the first team that ever does it in NFL history. Now, a lot of things to get into here. Obviously, the NFL cashing in on the fact that the Ravens Chiefs, the Bengals Chiefs, the Bills Chiefs, those matchups have been high-level drama for the NFL. They've been huge ratings. I mean, the 13-second Bills comeback game took a couple of years for people to really digest what they saw, and is now starting to be discussed as one of the greatest, if not the greatest, NFL game to ever be played. You know, certainly in franchise history, I can't think of another. I remember, I'm old enough to remember back when Montana beat Elway. Does anyone remember that? Back in Monday night, back in the 90s, when when Montana beat Elway down in like 10 seconds. That was like the greatest thing we had ever seen. And then the Bills game, right? So obviously the NFL wanting to cash in and get early returns on their investment with the Chiefs Ravens and the Chiefs Cincinnati Bengals, but still a tall order to ask. You know, normally you face a division rival at least in the first 2 weeks, but good news again, they are both in at Arrowhead and in Kansas City. Now, let's look back here. Some of the data last season. Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs clinched a 25-17 victory against the Bengals in week 17. But remember, Burrow was out with a wrist injury. And speaking of Burrow, it looks like he is ready to go. And he's also part of that short group alongside Jared Goff and Ryan Tannehill and, yes, Tom Brady, who have managed to beat the Chiefs in regular season games during the Patrick Mahomes era. But dang, again, just 2 tough games to start the season. And remember, we will most likely be without Rashee Rice to start the season, bringing us to the other big news of the day. As we have discussed on previous videos, the Chiefs are running out of options at the wide receiver position. They had 2 familiar faces that they could have brought back, and not anymore. As look at this. Yep. Marquez Valdes-Scantling has found a new home in the AFC. And guess where he's going? The Buffalo Bills. The Chiefs missed out signing free agent wide receiver Zay Jones. He went to the Arizona Cardinals. And now Valdes-Scantling going to the Buffalo Bills. And that leaves basically McCole Hardman as the only free agent really out there. I know some people have said in the comment sections in previous videos there are a couple other names out there, but, most likely it's McCole Hardman. But interestingly, let's look at this. Kansas City has eliminated the Bills from the playoffs in 3 of the last 4 seasons, despite Buffalo holding a 3-1 advantage in regular season matchups since 2020. They signed him potentially. This is what I think. They signed Valdes-Scantling simply so they can poach him for information on the Chiefs' offense and Andy Reid's play calling. In response to the news of his signing, Valdes-Scantling, expressed gratitude, saying, quote, "Good things happen to good people, earned, not given, prayers and no shortcuts, and thankful for the journey, and that is the end quote. So what do you think about all of this? Chiefs may be forced to bring back McColl now or make a trade, or, maybe we just wait until training camp cuts and see if a veteran perhaps falls into our laps off waivers. But what do you think, Chiefs fans, about the Ravens and Bengals straight out of the gates? Are you nervous? Bring it on. For me, I say bring it. Let me know in the comment sections below what you think. Like and subscribe to the channel if you please. But so fun talking Chiefs every day with y'all. Have a safe and wonderful night. And as always, go Chiefs! Chiefs and Chopper, Chiefs and Chopper, Chiefs and Chopper, Chiefs and Chopper. Here, I brought this up just in case you kids under 30 don't know what I'm talking about.
Chiefs and Chopper, Chiefs and Chopper, Chiefs and Chopper, Chiefs and Chopper.
So this is the commercial from 1991 for Price Chopper, and it's the greatest and cringiest ever. Just the blank expressions on the cheerleader's face.
Chiefs and Chopper.
Frank Bowl.
Oh my gosh!
WDAF News.
All right, that'll do it, Chiefs fans. Have a safe and wonderful night. Go Chiefs.